I'm just going to talk through the notes to make sure if you have any questions, hopefully I'll be able to clarify it. So, direct variation is a relationship in which the ratio of y to x is constant. Um, that's the letter K. So, we always see in word problems, especially, it says when y varies directly with x. So, as the x value increases, the y increases, or as the x decreases, the y would then decrease. So, they work together proportionally. So you'll be solving for k when you use y equals kx. So as you've seen in the videos, you can plug in the x and y, or you can just go ahead and say that k's value is y divided by x. So whichever way you like to do it, if you think you won't remember the formula for k of y over x, you can just plug in x and y and solve for k, sort of like a literal equation. Um, the constant of proportionality is what we call the k value, and that's for proportional scenarios. When we did yesterday, our slope is our m value. Those are non-proportional. So that proportional means you went through the origin. Non-proportional means you have a y-intercept that's not zero. So again, proportional means the graph goes through the origin. And if it's a table, you can cross multiply to see if those values are equal to each other. That would again be a way you can check if it's proportional. So in the blue, this equation y equals kx is proportional. The purple is non-proportional, y equals mx plus b, again, because b is your y-intercept and it is not a zero value. So to find k, you do y over x, or you can plug in x and y into the equation. K is the same thing as x, so as you'll see, if I use the formula for slope, I'll still get the same value for k. So I could just pick one of the y values and place it over the x value. So -1 over -4 is positive 1/4. I can check if it's proportional by cross multiplying -1 times -16, and that's positive 16, as is -4 times -4. That also is positive 16. If we want to find k, again, it's y over x. So take your y value, $2.50, divided by 2, and you get 1.25. Same thing if you took 8.75 divided by 7, you'll still simplify to 1.25. So if I want my equation, all I need to do is plug in that k value, and I'll have my equation. Y equals 1.25x. Again, we don't have a b because it's proportional. It goes through the origin. Write the direct variation equation. So we got to find k. So pick a y over x, 100 over 1, which is my k. And then my equation will be y equals 100x. Next one, it goes through the origin, so it's it's proportional. I can certainly do y over x, or I can do rise over run. So here's an example in green: rise up 3 over 1, so my slope is 3. Or I can pick an ordered pair. Let's pick this point here, which is 1, 3. I can also put that as y over x, 3 over 1, and you'll still get 3 over 1. So your slope formula or direct variation y over x are going to be the same, because proportional and non-proportional don't matter when you're finding slope. So this is a proportion. So the value of y varies directly with x. That tells me it's proportional or direct variation. So you write in your y over x is equal to the other y over x, cross multiply. That's where we get 21x. Cross multiply, that's where we got 315. Solve for x by dividing both sides by 21, and you get your answer 15. Same thing here. Y over x equals y over x. Cross multiply 45 and cross multiply 3x. Solve for x, you divide by 3, you get 15. Same thing, y 35 over 140 equals y over 70. Cross multiply, you get 140y. Cross multiply, you get 2450. Solve for y, divide both sides by 140, and you get 17.5. If we write it as a word problem, it's still going to be y over x, volts per amp. So y over x equals y over x, cross multiply and divide. and cupcakes per hour. So if I know 612 in 6 hours, we can just do y over x, and I get my answer of 102. That would be my k, or my constant, and my equation would be y equals 102x. So if you have quite more questions, you can come in for tutorials. Thank you.